بالتصوير. Welcome to the Connect بالعربي, Ahmed and Vincenzo. Uh, I'm super excited to have you with us today because we met before virtually during the Arab Fashion Week. Today I'm glad that we are merging and back to the normal life. So today I want to know you more. So it's not about just the work, about the great collections that we've been seeing over the past years, but also to know the deal behind this beautiful brand.
Thank you.
So first of all, I wanted to know the name. How you came up with it?
So it's very easy. It's our initials. So basically, Ahmed Ammar, AA, and Vincenzo Viscilia, VV, and then the last A, which is Atelier. And at the same time, Ava in Portuguese, it has a meaning of more
life,
like life.
life.
But you don't write it like this. You just pronounce it. The same pronunciation of Ava as a name. And we felt it's a good identity. It's a catchy name to start with it. And also it's our names, our initials. So, yeah.
What you took from the architecture and the design and you brought it into a fashion?
Yeah, I think when you start, because I think the base of architecture and fashion, it comes from arts, you know what I mean? So that open your eyes to see the beauty in arts and in the aesthetic. So to me, before, in the beginning of my career, I used to always look into fashion shows to get inspired in colors and textures, and so all this atmosphere they would create, so I could be able to do a project. So to me, this always went hand to hand. So once I started putting my hands more into fashion and being more close to fashion, which was here in Dubai, I felt that my whole background in architecture gave me the tools that I needed, even though I never studied fashion, to become a fashion designer. Meaning that I have, obviously I adapt architecture tools. For example, sometimes I use AutoCAD to design some patterns or design some embroidery work, or even cuts that we need to do. I use my tool that I know in architecture. But to me, it's perfect.
You don't think sometimes it's a kind of like a dangerous decision that we take, especially when we use like engineering tools into something?
بالعكس أنا I feel it helped a lot, the engineering background. يعني I did engineering 5 years. I wanted definitely to do fashion design from the beginning, but it's either engineer or doctor in my mentality. But after that I studied fashion, and I came to Dubai in an engineering job. But when we started the brand, my engineering background helped a lot, especially maybe in the first collection, because it was fully inspired from the engineering, and then we focused a lot on the lines and the cuts. But as an engineer, it opened your mentality in so many ways, not only as if you want to become a fashion designer. I feel engineers, not now talk defending the engineers, but it gives you this power of maybe looking more forward and then being able to develop things. And when it comes to the design also, we incorporate that in our tools of fashion, and it helped us to be more like strong in the market.
I want to know something that not many people know. I'm sure you don't agree on certain things. So what do you fight? Like, what is your fight about?
Most of the time we don't agree. So starting from my side, I feel that he's an engineer, civil engineer, and I'm an architect. So
in our engineering we don't agree.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
starting from
normally
there,
the civil engineer and the
yes.
architect, they fight.
Exactly.
So we start from there. I guess my vision, his background is like this Lebanese background, which is more intricate work. They more like
we're gonna start now.
Like more heavier when it comes to embroidery and like things that and I come from being more minimalistic, So sometimes I'm sure and I'm convinced that less is already to the target that I needed. So and sometimes it comes like I need to put more, and that's when we start clashing. But I guess that this is like true. Every time we fight, every time we fight, every time we fight, things get very good. The out comes very good because that's when we merge both ideas and then we blend it to come to what comes out from our designs.
But how do you solve the issue? Because especially like any designer,
You're gonna
what
get
you
to that
want,
point.
exactly, because you need a decision maker, like especially for.
We start like this.
Yeah, sometimes I just leave it for him.
No, I'll tell the truth. Sometimes we don't talk for 2 days, or like you do it, and then say no, you do it, no, you do, and then after we come back together, but it's not like that easy.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we know what's, because throughout all years of experience with our market, we start understanding what the market is, because it's me, him, and the market. So it's 3 people fighting for the design. You know what I mean? So we had sometimes some things that I have in my heart that I wanted to do, but I know in the market's not gonna accept it. You know what I mean? So I have to adapt. So there's now 3. We're 3 fighting.
How do you?
No, you know, I learned also with time and with Vincenzo that I need to reach to a point where I need to trust his vision. The same way, maybe, I don't know if he trusts my vision or no, but I
Do you
know
trust
for-
his vision?
Yes.
No, يعني sometimes even if I'm not convinced with the look, let's say a collection of 20 looks, and there is some looks that we're fighting and we're not reaching to a final solution, I trust his vision because I know for a fact
And
that
which
this
look
is-
sells the most?
Then when we go to because after the fashion show it's done, and then when it's already on the rail ready for the people to buy it and to see it, I'm shocked sometimes that even though I didn't like this piece and it wasn't my taste and I put it and I didn't like add any input on it, but it was maybe one of the most selling pieces in that collection. So that's where I learned that I need to trust his vision. The same way I tell him this will sell, this will go. No, he doesn't like it personally, but it will go. Trust me, it will go.
Yes.
Especially here in Dubai, it's a huge market, different cultures, different nationalities. So maybe everyone has a different
Yeah,
vision.
but now in Dubai, you cannot, not only in Dubai, like now at 2021, the mentality of the women, you cannot expect anymore like before. Like now they know, they have already done their research, and then
They know what they
especially
want.
all the weddings that they attend, okay, especially the women, they are alone. Sometimes it's only for women. So it's not like she doesn't what she wants to cover. No, they can like go over the top, and they can like do something very like high fashion that you think before this might not be relevant to an Arabic market, but no, still now it's yeah.